Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am making stuffed grape leaves, or how we say in my household, sarma. These are the ingredients for my sarma. I have a head of parsley, my grape leaves which are from a tree but you could also get in a jar at your local supermarket. If there's any Armenian or Middle Eastern stores, they should have them for sure. And half a head of mint, 5 lemons, 4 tomatoes, 1 large onion, 2 cups of short rice, and I will be showing you which rice I used. And I'm also going to be using pepper paste and tomato paste. This right here is the kind of rice we need for these stuffed grape leaves. They have to be short and a little chunky. The first thing I start to do is I start to squeeze my 5 lemons. Now that all 5 lemons are squeezed, I put us off to the side for later. I begin to cut my tomatoes and I use this device here to help me chop it and make things move faster. I do this with all 4 of my tomatoes. I put it in a plate and put it aside. I'm going to be doing the same thing with my onion, but before I do that, I put my grape leaves in some hot water for it to soften. Now I move on to the onion, and as you see later, I end up putting the onion in the same plate I did as my tomatoes, which was not the brightest idea because I do fry my onions before I fry my tomatoes, but no worries, you'll see how I fix that. Now I have my parsley and my mint here. I wash these very well, dry them, and I do the same thing as I did with my onions and my tomatoes. Now we have almost everything ready here. We have our mint and our parsley, our onion and tomato, and our lemon. And we could go on to our next step, which is frying the onion until it gets a little transparent. Put a good amount of vegetable oil into your pan. Let it heat a little bit before throwing your onion in. And this is why I said put your onion and tomato in a separate plate, not like how I put them in the same plate. While this fries, I wash my rice very well. Now I wash my rice about 7 to 9 times, just until my water gets transparent so all the starch comes out of my rice. About 10 minutes later, when the onion is pretty much cooked, I throw in my tomatoes, and I also put my tomato paste and my pepper paste. So the first thing I did was put a big spoon of the pepper paste and now a big spoon of tomato paste, and I mix these up really well. I get my wooden spoon to mix better, and I let this sit there, and then I throw my rice in here and I let the rice cook in here for about 15 minutes. Right as I'm about to turn off my fire, I add in a good amount of salt, and I also add my secret ingredient, which is half a teaspoon of Armenian or Middle Eastern coffee. I take my mixture out and I put it in a cool pan where I throw my lemon in and I throw the parsley in. Mix these up very well together, and once it cools well, you could start stuffing your grape leaves, and I'll show you how to wrap them. Now, you're gonna need a cutting board in front of you, a little spoon, a knife, of course your mixture, and your grape leaves. The knife is for you to take the stems off of the grape leaves. I'm gonna do this slowly so you guys could watch me, and then I'll fast forward a little bit. Here, I grab my spoon so I could get a good amount of my mixture. Don't be afraid to put a good amount of the mixture in because that is where all of the taste is. Now I know I'm not perfect, but this is how I do it and it works for me. I put the grape leaf over and I fold the sides, gently making sure that the sides are closed so that the mixture doesn't seep through while we're cooking it. And I just start folding it slowly, making sure it's a tight fold, and I'm gentle with it, and it's much easier than you think, you guys. Try it. The more you do it, the better you get. And voila! Now, time to fast forward a little bit. Once I have a good amount of grape leaves on my plate, I get my pot which I'm gonna cook the grape leaves in. And I put some of the grape leaves on the bottom of the pot so that the stuffed grape leaves do not burn while they're cooking. And then I start to layer my stuffed grape leaves inside here so I have more room to fold the other ones. Alright, we're at the finish line, my friends. All my grape leaves are stuffed, folded, and ready to cook. I have it here on my stovetop, and I'm gonna be adding some water just until the top of where my stuffed grape leaves are. I put 2 heavy plates on top so that it prevents the grape leaves from floating up and then it cooks better. You could use any heavy plate you have in your kitchen. And you're gonna let this cook for about 1 hour on medium to low heat. It's gonna start bubbling like this. After an hour, you could take out one of the grape leaves, taste it, make sure the inside of your mixture is cooked, and that's it, you guys. It's that simple. You could plate it, and this is best served cold, so have it in your fridge for about a couple of hours before serving it. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. There will be many more videos where this one came from.